Hey, sports fans, welcome to this week's edition of Tahoe Sportsline. I've got our resident experts in the house this week, Crystal and Coach McLaughlin. Guys, good to see you.
Glad to be here, back from assignment.
All right, Crystal, before we let Danny take us into this week's picks, how did our online Facebook contestants do last week?
Well, they certainly did better than I did last week. I went 1 and 2, but Heather Castro, $25 to Straw Hat Sports Bar. She can enjoy some pizza there. And Reed Dickert won $25 to Sushi Pier. So congrats to our Facebook winners.
Attaboy, Reed. All right, Coach, back from spring training or all-star break or wherever you were off jet setting to, who are the games you have on tap for us this week?
I got some great ones in what may be a World Series preview. Texas Rangers versus St. Louis Cardinals in St. Louis. Yu Darvish versus Adam Wainwright. Two great pitchers. Yu Darvish I like because he may have the nastiest stuff in the game and he can shut down anybody at any time, and I believe in the Rangers' power. They're always in scoring position when anybody's in the batter's box. That's why I like the Rangers in this one.
Well, I don't believe in taking teams from Texas, so I'm going to stick with my guns. Even though it burned me last week, I'm going to go with St. Louis. You know, they have a really deep team, and I think they're going to create some matchup problems for the Rangers.
Yeah, I agree as well. However, both pitchers, neither of them have more than 4 losses on the year. This one's going to come down to pitching, and St. Louis is a pretty deep team last time I checked on the offensive scoreboard side of things, and they're playing in St. Louis, so I'll take the home team on this one.
All right, our next game, Giants and Dodgers, in a rematch of one of the biggest rivalries in the game. I'm taking the Giants. That comes as a real surprise to all of my friends, I'm sure. I'm taking the Giants because Madison Bumgarner is pitching for the Giants, and the Dodgers haven't announced their pitcher. Bumgarner has 2 World Series rings. He's a big game pitcher, and the Giants are 3rd in the league in scoring runs. That's why I like the Giants.
Bumgarner is not doing as well as he was doing last year. He's a good pitcher. I'll give him that. He won the World Series, but I just don't see the Giants winning this one. I'm going to go with the Dodgers.
Well, the key to this one may be some of the return to the lineup of 3 of the Giants starters in this one. And you're definitely right on Bumgarner. Not the same pitcher he was last year this time. However, I'll take the Giants on this one.
All right.
Home team guys.
Absolutely. And in one of the most enjoyable playoffs I have seen in years, Chicago Blackhawks versus the Boston Bruins. This has been unbelievable. Overtime every single time. Let's talk that game. I'm going to take Chicago. Again, Chicago has more depth than any team in the league. They had one of the best regular season records in the history of the NHL, and they just plain and simply are very experienced. I just like Chicago in this one.
I don't have anything to add to that. I like Chicago as well. I just would have to say that I'm stoked to see 2 teams who were original NHL teams fighting this one out in Game 7 for the Stanley Cup.
Yeah, Danny, I don't know what stats you're talking about. Maybe if it's record losses in a strike-shortened season, maybe Chicago's one of the better teams statistically. But they said the same thing about the Penguins. This game's going to come down to the goaltenders. If Tuukka Rask is on par, allows 1 goal or shuts them out, Bruins are going to win. No problem. If he gives up another 5 or 6 point game, Bruins are going to be in a lot of trouble in this one.
The
Boston
guy.
fan, yeah.
The
Oh,
Boston guy. He's the Boston guy. I mean,
Hometown team.
Hometown team. Giants, Bruins.
We won't show them your tattoo, your San Francisco
Giants
tattoo. So, all right, fair enough. All right, make sure you log on to our Facebook page. It's a free contest. We've got some great prizes and contests, and we'll see you next week.